All right. Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Kai Noah Carlson. Happy Aloha Monday. We got a great show planned for you folks today to really get 2025. We're ratcheting up the excitement over here on High Now. So right here in the house today is our great, lovely live guest. We've got Nakula Davaki. We're going to be talking about this miracle food known as noni, but also some people call this the Hawaiian blue cheese. We got much more coming up on that. As Bretta Keone over here, we're going to be talking about ways to support our kupuna through Malama Kaai. Also, Nate Sirota rounds out our live guest today. We've got an upcoming look this year for the spring programs for 2025, really supporting the Parks and Recreation. But we're kicking off all the fun today with Natalie Duran. She is standing by live in the sun on the boat. What is happening out there?
That's right, Kainoa. We're actually live on a boat. Can you believe that? Check out that world famous Waikiki skyline. That's because we're here on this gorgeous catamaran with Aloha Sails Waikiki. And we're so honored to be here. We have Captain Mo with us to talk us all about it. So thanks for having us on today.
Thanks for coming out, guys. So we recently opened. Right now we're doing a few different tours. We're doing turtle snorkeling here at Turtle Canyon, where we're at right now. We also do whale watching, fireworks on Friday night tours, private charters, and also just sailing around.
I love it. It's absolutely wonderful being out here. We have the whole ohana out here. How you guys doing? You feeling good? So why would people book with Aloha Sails Waikiki?
So something that's kind of cool about this boat is that it's been passed down through a few generations, but it used to be a beach cat that would go right up on Waikiki Beach. Now it's still locally owned, but we still go out. It's a great size. It holds about 40 people, and it's just a great way to spend your afternoon.
I'm having the best afternoon. You could see all the snorkelers out there already having a great time. So even if it's just you or a couple or your ohana, how many people can reserve? Can it just be one person? Can it be up to how many people?
We have up to 35 people. If you're booking a private charter, you could have all 35 out here. If you're booking online for a public tour, I mean, you could try to book the 35. It does book up quick though. But yeah, have all your friends and family out.
I love it. This is an absolutely big boat right here. So for people curious about how could they book it, what's the website where they could find out more information?
So you can go on alohasailswaikiki.com, book on there for any of your tours.
I love it. We gotta come check this out. Let's see if we could kind of pan away. We're gonna check this out. So how are you guys doing? Have you been on a boat before?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
How is this experience for you right now?
This is awesome. I'm really enjoying it right now.
It's so pretty outside.
Who's gonna get in the water?
I am.
Okay, you are.
Definitely.
So in a little bit too, get this, we're actually gonna go in the water because there's turtles out there right now. You're gonna get some live feeds for it. So we're here, Aloha Sails Waikiki. We're gonna go over here. I'm trying not to fall too also. But right now, you guys, before we go anywhere, we wanna talk about a discount because it's the grand opening. They just started. So what's the discount that folks could get when they wanna book with Aloha Sails Waikiki?
So just for you guys watching, we have a discount for 40% off all of our public tours. It's HNN40.
That's right, you heard that, HNN40. Don't forget, 40% off all the group tours. That includes not only the Turtle Bay or the turtle snorkeling right now. What does it also cover?
One of our fan favorites, which is Friday night fireworks, where we come out here, watch the Hilton fireworks. We also have whale watching tours that you can book with us, and we have sailing tours. So for sunset, we come back out here and there's no snorkeling, but we go swimming for like 45 minutes, and then we sail around and watch the sunset.
That's so cool. And if you guys know, here in Waikiki, they have fireworks every single Friday. You don't need to wait for New Year's. So you can use that code HNN40 and book a Friday cruise out here. You could see all the fireworks, bring your ohana, bring your loved one. And I mean, you just can't beat it with that view. Check out Diamond Head right there. You know, it's such a beautiful and clear day. We're having so much fun. And yeah, so tell us again at that website where people can find more information.
So alohasailswaikiki.com. That's where you can book with us. You can read about all the tours we offer. Everything is on that website, alohasailswaikiki.com.
There we go. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We have more activities we're going to showcase you guys. But right now, I'm going to toss it back in the studio to Kainoa. So we sure you here, Kainoa.
Thank you so much. Natalie's having so much fun out there. You know what? Now it's my turn. We're back over here in the kitchen. It's time for another edition of Keep It Fresh. All right, hey, big time mahalo to the Hawaii Department of Agriculture. This is what it's all about, really supporting local in a full circle way. That's Nakula, this is the Devaki, and we're gonna be talking about a very cool local business that centers around Puna Noni Naturals. Now, Noni, we were talking about this a little bit earlier, also known as like the Hawaiian blue cheese, but I wanna start with you because your family started the whole business, right?
My dad started it in like the late 90s when he was a firefighter on the North Shore. He was going through some health problems and he remembered his grandma Puna used to always give them noni whenever they were sick or had any kind of health problems. So he started taking that, and within a short time his health issues went away, and it kind of inspired him and my mom to start Puna Noni. They started with just the juice and the capsules, and then when me and my siblings grew up and got older, we kind of expanded into the whole body care line as well, which all has noni juice and noni oil.
Okay, so it's interesting because like my first indoctrination into noni was being like a high school athlete, and a lot of times they would let us kind of rub it. It was like more in a liquid lotion form then.
Right.
But talk about some of the benefits though of using noni if you can, because you mentioned there's a variety of ways to use it.
Right, so you can actually take it internally or externally. So just so that you don't have to smell like noni anymore.
Okay.
You can actually rub lotion.
Right,
and it smells good.
Smells good.
It actually,
Smells
you can actually
That's good.
smell good.
That's good.
But noni, that's why you mentioned athletes. We do have a lot of customers who are athletes because noni is very high in potassium.
Okay.
So it's very, very good for your muscles, right? But mainly it's really good for detox and gut health.
Ooh,
so anything, everything. If you have a strong gut, you're pretty much set. You're really healthy. So it's also very high in vitamin C. So it basically boosts your immune system, gut health, detox. And so a lot of our customers take it for that.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know if you are familiar with Haina, but we eat and we drink a ton on this show. My gut needs all the kokua it can get.
We're
Can we
gonna do
try
some noni shots.
Yes.
Is this your first
Straight
time?
up.
Yes,
Straight
I'm not
up.
gonna lie. I'm getting a little.
Straight up.
There's a scent. It's strong.
Yes.
They
With our
compare it.
juice,
Yeah.
we only use the ripe fruit,
Okay.
so it does have a little sweeter taste.
I'm glad you said that because it smells a little ripe. I would say, yeah.
So you can smell it.
What's a big shot, Devaki? I like your style. Okay.
Well, a lot of people do compare it to blue cheese.
Right.
So
Which I actually really love. I know blue cheese isn't for everyone, but I actually really love blue cheese.
if you can, we do have juice here.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll try that
So
out.
this is one way to do it. So
Just
this is going to
straight
be
up.
great again, just straight up, good for the gut. Again, a variety of different great health
Detox,
benefits. Detox.
Cheers.
Cheers, you guys. Thank you.
Here we go.
Woo-hoo. oh yeah. That
Is it-
finish is totally blue cheese. Yeah, the finish on it.
Do you wanna
Do you want
chaser?
to chase it?
I think. Can I try some with the juice? How is it
So
incorporated?
this
with
is
the juice?
actually we've been making
Guava, organic
juice. This is
guava.
organic guava with berries, and
I am elevated
actually-
right now. That one took me straight there.
we
Yeah.
actually
energy.
we actually sell the juice like
good.
in shows, right? Like made in
Mix.
Hawaii.
Very cool.
So we don't actually sell the fruit juice with the noni. We only do it during shows.
Oh, see, like, this is.
But it actually has like when we sell it in a cup, you actually get your dose,
Daily
of,
dose
your
of
daily dose of
noni.
noni. Because actually you only need 2 ounces a day.
I was just gonna recommend 2 ounces a day for this is okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned these come in the bottle, and then we have capsules as well as the lotion. So
So-
how does this all work?
So the capsules are for the people who actually cannot take the juice.
Or travel.
Or people who travel.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
only use the fruit. So it's a ripe fruit and it's dehydrated fruit. So it's still pure.
Okay.
And then the
lotions.
The lotions, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, everything has noni oil and noni juice in it.
Okay.
So it's very, very good
It's
for
all
your skin.
natural, no sulfates, parabens. You can read all the ingredients.
It's very, very clean.
That is fascinating.
High
And then we
quality.
have some greens over there as well.
Yes.
So what's happening there?
So I make like a noni vinaigrette. Sometimes I'll do that with my kids, so I kind of sneak in the noni there.
This is
Yes.
amazing, the different ways
It's
you
just
can
because
use
a
this.
lot of people, they think they don't want to drink noni because of the taste, right?
Right,
So
right.
we actually have to educate, how to.
There are ways to
there
get
are
it
ways,
into your
yes,
body in
yes.
Ways
a
to use
tasty
it.
way.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
you
Thank
go.
you, Nakula. And then as we do this as well, every time we do these segments, we're talking about Keep It Fresh, which really supports our local ag. So how important is that for you folks as well as a local business, being able to work with the resources grown here in Hawaii?
Yes. Work with local farmers. We like to support local farmers. So sometimes we work with farms on the North Shore, Puna. We'll buy the noni fruit and dehydrate the juice and stuff. Ferment the juice, sorry.
Okay, I'm curious. So is something like noni, is it year round?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
actually it is year-round.
Awesome. You mentioned as well, where can people get it? You mentioned that you do shows, but if people want to get their hands on either the capsules, the juice, like what is the best way to stay up to date with
We
you?
actually have it at Down to Earth, Foodland, Whole Foods, also at
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote,
As
and
well as
our website,
online,
which
yeah.
is punanoni.com.
punanoni.com.
Okay, the vinaigrette, I mean the shot, the capsules, there's a variety of ways to do it, but
Yes.
either way, make sure you check it out. It's good for you. It can taste very good in these varying capacities. So make sure you stay up to date with that as well. Puna Noni Naturals. You guys, mahalo nui for
Thank
being
you
here.
for having
You're
me.
watching High Now Daily, and we'll be right back. Stay healthy in 2025. This will be a good starter. How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Right now, it's all about supporting our kupuna. We are joined in the High Now studio by Keone Kealoha, founder and board member of Malama Kaai. Welcome in, bro.
Hey, aloha.
Mahalo nui for being here, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And we love doing that on the show, really supporting our kupuna in our local communities. Tell everybody about Malama Kaai, the work you folks do.
Yeah, so local Kauai-based nonprofit on the north side, but services the whole island, focused on food security, food sustainability for the island of Kauai.
Now, we were talking a little bit earlier as well, as the kupuna age, sometimes they don't have as much ohana around or services, but really that's why what they eat is so important, right?
We'll share, as you age, you kind of have less of an appetite. So I think the things that you do consume, they carry more weight nutritionally. So having nutrient-dense foods, whole foods, local foods, are something that helps to maintain health and a connection to Aina.
Awesome. So is this something that takes place every day? Or how do people, because you have different services, right, that are servicing the kupuna, so how does it all work?
Well, in this case, there's a kupuna produce bag. So they get that twice a month, like every other week, and it provides them with starches and fruits and vegetables, all locally grown stuff. And some augment that with a little bit of food bank, goods as well to kind of keep things going in between. So it just keeps them connected to local food and very healthy local stuff. Yeah.
Which is all very important. Talk about the food hub kind of as well and the different resources that help to utilize that.
Yeah, so there's a food hub that's been created and services pretty much the whole island. It's based in Molowa'a, kind of on the east side of Kauai. And that has really expanded the services and the ability to get lots of food out to the island, supporting a lot more local farmers and producers to be able to kind of scale up to meet the demand and, replacing kind of that imported food with all of our local stuff, you know?
And then obviously with an endeavor like this, we're always looking for kokua, for ways to get people involved and support the work that Malama Kaai is doing. What do you folks need right now? What are we looking to do to best help in service?
Well, you can check out this particular program and some of the other food-based programs at kawailocalfood.com. And so, we're topped out right now. There's a waiting list because we don't have enough funding to kind of add more seniors. So if you know of a senior, if you got a family member, if you're interested, it's $30 a month to provide an additional service to another kupuna that's waiting, ready, and this is an alternative to, say, like a prepared foods program, right? It keeps them active. They get to create their own food dishes and try recipes, keeps them active in the kitchen. So it's good not just for the health, but also for the mind.
100%, and we need this kokua ASAP because you mentioned already the need is there. And and we're continuing to look. How do people get more information and to find out ways to best serve?
Well, for this particular program, you could look at kawailocalfood.com, or you could always go to the organization's main website, malamakauai.org.
Okay, mahalo nui.
Right on.
Thank you so much. Incredible work you folks are doing over there as well. Again, if you can kokua, there's going to be more information on our website, hinowdaily.com. We'll be right back.
Right on, brother. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so good.
Adventure boat, right? Or you could relax all day. There's many ways to kind of enjoy yourself out here on the ocean. We still have here Captain Mo. I think she found some friends from the ocean. What are these right now?
So we're still at Turtle Canyon. Right below us is a protected reef, and there are lots of friends down there. So right now in my right hand, I have a sea cucumber. He is alive and he is very squishy. And then we have a sea urchin, one of our decorator creatures, which means he puts shells on his head to camouflage.
That's absolutely insane. It's like your own real life aquarium right here because we're out here in the ocean, right? So we're out here. We specifically wanted to talk about why we're here because this is Waikiki's, Aloha Sails Waikiki doing the snorkeling package. So what does that entail when they come out here and doing the snorkeling?
So our snorkeling tours are 2 hours. We come out here, it's about 15 minutes out from the Aloha Harbor. We anchor up. You guys get a little bit over an hour in the actual water snorkeling, but there's Pacific green sea turtles. I mean, we're out in the wild, so you could run into dolphins out here. And of course, all of our creatures that live down at the reef.
I've actually never seen one of these alive because I usually just eat them. Oh wow, it's moving, it's dancing around. You could see all the snorkelers out there. It's such a good time. We actually have some people who are afraid of swimming, but we've convinced them to get them out there, right? So that's what's the greatest thing about coming to Aloha Sails Waikiki is that you guys really focus on keeping it safe and fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a licensed captain, which means I have to be CPR certified. Our crew is also lifeguard trained and certified. The whole time you guys are in the water, we are having fun with you, but we're also keeping you guys safe.
I love it. I feel really safe too. I may jump in first, but I just wanted to talk to our little comrades out here. What's your names?
Kennedy.
Kennedy?
Simon.
Simon, hey, so do you guys swim all the time or how does it?
At the beach mostly, yeah.
Mostly at the beach, but not a lot in the ocean, yeah? Did you jump in? You're already wet, so did you jump in anyways?
Yeah. I have a huge hobby for diving and swimming with turtles, like all around the reefs. Sometimes we head to Flat Island in the Mokes on the paddleboard. So.
Super cool. Did you see any animals out there right now when you jump in?
Oh, we saw a turtle.
You saw a turtle?
Like not swordfish, but like the small ones. Needlefish. Yeah.
Needlefish, that's super cool. So you're not afraid of jumping in the ocean at all?
No, because I had this fun experience where it was on Maui, and you can do this if you take a trip to Maui. You can go manta ray diving at night.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, to find more information, if you want to come out here snorkel yourself, where can we find more information?
So if you go to our website, alohasailswaikiki.com, that's where you can read about all of our tours and book them with us.
Super cool. And also if you weren't here in the beginning of the segment of the show, there's actually a discount happening right now because this is their grand opening, right? So what's that discount?
Yeah, if you guys are watching right now, when you go to checkout, put in HNN40 for 40% off any of our public tours.
You guys go on that website right now, book it. I think they're already selling out super fast because look at all these people out here. It's just super cool. So right now, I think you're gonna help me prep me.
Yes.
Safety-wise, what is this?
Safety-wise, so this is a swim belt. This will keep you buoyant for our good swimmers. It is required when you come out snorkeling.
Okay, cool.
But if you aren't a good swimmer, we also have life vests. And like I said, we're lifeguards, so we're happy to get you in the water. Don't let that deter you from coming out and having fun with us.
Okay, I think I'm about to have fun too.
Get that mask on, get
I'm
the
more
snorkel.
of a land creature, so this is a rare occurrence for me jumping in the water. But okay, don't go anywhere. We're gonna come back for one more to tell you guys all about more specials. I'm Natalie Rand. You're watching High Now Daily.
Oh yeah, Natalie, get after it. There she goes.
Back to Kainoa. Jump on in with me.
You got it. Oh. All right, there we go. From sea, we have now returned back to shore. We've got Nate Sirota here from the Honolulu Department of Parks and Rec. What do you give that jump into that was good stuff.
I'll give it an 8.5. Actually, appropriate too, we've got ocean recreation in one of our classes that we offer at Parks and Rec.
Look at that. And you know what, in addition to that, we're gonna be talking about the spring programs coming up for 2025. You mentioned there's a ton. What's happening?
Sure, so actually today was the first day of registration for our botanical garden classes, but starting Monday, we'll go through our regular park classes. So geographic district, it starts in town, the east side of town, and then west side. And so we really have a wide variety of classes available this spring. Everything from arts and crafts, ocean recreation, learn to swim, a lot of paddleboarding, things that you see out in the water with Natalie like that. And just a really wide variety of things that you can do at your parks. They're free, most of them are free. If there is a payment associated with it, it's typically just for the supplies and things like that, but really affordable and accessible.
Okay, I do want to touch on something you said as well, because there's a lot of of different programs. Oftentimes when people are thinking, oh, that's a cool program, they think kids or maybe teens, but really when it comes to these, it's the whole spectrum, correct?
Yep, Keiki to Kupuna. We try to offer everything for every different age group, every different level of expertise. And so on the listings that we have online, so most of the registration is done online, it'll say what the recommended age group is. So we have learn to swim classes that are for toddlers. We have learn to swim for adults. We have arts and crafts for Keiki. We have arts and crafts for Kupuna. So just a wide variety, different age groups, and a lot of things that are available for the entire community.
Okay, sweet. So this is going to be happening. When is the registration, enrollment? When's all that taking place?
Sure. So it'll start next week. Again, it's by geographic park district. So we have 5 park districts that are broken up either 2 parts of town, East Honolulu, West Honolulu, and then there's Leeward Coast, then it goes windward and north Oahu, and then central Oahu. So we have a map that shows like which parks are in which area, and it just opens up at different times. And so some of them are really popular, and they may fill up right when it opens at about 5 o'clock each day. So I highly recommend go check out the catalog right now, and then you can see when that registration opens up.
I mean, that's really cool too, because you mentioned the fact that there is something for everyone. Families can get involved, dad can go do a class, mom, siblings, the whole nine. In addition to the spring programs taking place, what else is happening with you folks? You guys are quite busy at this time.
Oh yeah, it's a new year, a whole new string of things that we've got going on with Parks and Rec. We just announced the opening of our Mayor's Memorial Day poster contest. So this is really already starting to gear up for Memorial Day, which is on May 26th this year. So we start off with the poster contest for kids. It's open to all school kids across the state. Here's some great examples of some of the artwork from this last 2024.
And how old are the kids making these?
We divide into age groups. So this one is this is a K through 4, one of the finalists. I think this one is from middle school, so from 5th to 7th grade, and then we have high school from 8th grade up. And so really, you can see the amazing talent that we've got from our Keiki artists. We get them not just from Oahu, but we have from the neighbor islands as well. Fantastic artwork that we get. The winners get to do a Memorial Day poster contest ceremony with the mayor. We'll get the city council involved.
So cool.
And then we use that artwork to try and solicit help for our So'olei for Memorial Day, because we need to get 38,000 fresh lei to adorn all of the grave sites at Pu'owaina at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific.
Gotcha. You mentioned it just kicked off, right? And then how do people enter that as well? Or when are they able to submit for the contest?
Sure. So the deadline is February 24th, and that's basically when we need to have it in by then. And then we'll have some of our art experts kind of look at the different ones and to rank them. And then
I would not want that job. Those are some good ones we're looking at just now.
It's no easy task,
Yeah,
because we tend to get a couple hundred entries, and so we really, and also there's so many different ways to look at it, because you can see that there's a wide variety.
Right.
Memorial Day is a pretty specific event, but there's a lot of ways that we commemorate it, whether that's the So'olei for Memorial Day, whether that's saluting our soldiers, whether that's talking to veterans and learning more about their experience. And so we want to not only encourage people to take part in So'olei for Memorial Day, but to kind of instill that pride and that recognition in our kids early on.
Absolutely, very important. Nate, always a pleasure, my friend. Thanks for being here. And don't forget, we'll have this entire segment posted at hinowdaily.com. We'll be right back. how's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. The Century just wrapped up at Kapalua, and they announced the winner.
Record-breaking win for Hideki Matsuyama.
Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. Japan's Hideki Matsuyama set a PGA Tour record, finishing the Century at 35 under par. Is that good? No, that's ridiculous. He carded 35 holes with a birdie or better in the tournament, setting a new PGA record. Now, Matsuyama was head-to-head in the final group of the day with Colin Morikawa. Throughout the final round, things got close, but Matsuyama didn't let it get that close. He finished 3 back. Matsuyama took home $3.6 million with the win. Hey, not bad for a weekend worth of work. Now, with the Century on Maui now in the books, the PGA Tour now heads here to Oahu. The 2025 Sony Open tees off this week at Waialae Country Club. Century champ Hideki Matsuyama slotted to compete. How's this? He also won this tournament back in 2022. So, man, he's coming in with so much momentum. And, you know, speaking of the Sony Open, I had a chance to catch up with the tournament director about what to expect this week. Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Today on High Now, we're at the Waialae Country Club, gearing up for the Sony Open. A great opportunity to not only check out some of the best golfers in the world, but also to support our local community.
It's very exciting. We've got a great field, being the first full field event of the year. One of the interesting stories, first time ever in the history of the PGA Tour, there's a young gentleman named Nick Dunlap out of University of Alabama. He was the first one that won a tournament as an amateur this past year, did not commit to professionalism, played another tournament a little bit later in the summer, won the event, and declared himself as a professional. Some of the other, Hideki Matsuyama, let me tell you, Sony Corporation is always extremely happy when he comes and graces the tournament each year. We've got Keegan Bradley, who was in the playoff last year in the final day there. Keegan's the Ryder Cup captain. He's coming back. Zach Johnson, Victor Hovland. So we have a real strong field this year, and weather has been fabulous this past month. So the course, we're being told, is probably in the best condition it's been in over 25 years.
Yeah, this year, you know, over the past this is our 27th year, we had a terrific sponsor for a number of years with the Harry and Jeanette Weinberg Foundation. These last 4 years, our charity partner, the Hawaii Community Foundation, has been doing tremendous work in the community. One thing with that is we're involved in what they call the Alice program. So we raised $600,000 through this tournament. It's matched by the Hawaii Community Foundation, $600,000, 1.2 million is generated, but it goes to those families that fall into the category called the Alice programs. People that are employed, but they're income constrained. So give you an idea, it roughly costs about $80,000 a year to raise a family of 4. We've grouped up with Hawaii Community Foundation and 17 different nonprofit groups, partnering up with them, making sure that these families can get that next step up. You know, they're making enough money, they're working, but we want to make sure that pathway is really clear. In time past, we used to actually give directly to these different organizations. We found that we'd be much more effective, we can have generational impact, but working very closely with the Hawaii Community Foundation because they touch every part of our community. And so it'll go into all these different programs that are sponsored there. Educational programs, kupuna programs, promising minds programs for young kids and things. So really exciting. Friends of Hawaii Charities has given out well over $25 million, well over 250 organizations. This is a week to showcase and be a voice for those in our community that really need a hand.
Sony Open is very special, not only on the PGA Tour, but also to the local people. Being right in town is a great advantage for people coming to see. We have 3 or 4 city parks that are graciously working with us, so there's plenty of parking available. We have shuttles. When you go to other tournaments around the country, you're paying for parking, you're paying for shuttling. It's all complimentary. Friends of Hawaii Charities, we want to give back not only to the charities in the community, but also just people coming out to the tournament. So this is an easy access PGA Tour stop.
We've got a great state that provides us a great deal of support. The Hawaii Tourism Authority has been really strong, involved. The Mayor Blangiardi and his group have been right there. Governor Green has been on board. We got 1,500 volunteers that come every year. The nonprofit community has just been terrific. We've got a terrific venue as we go here. But the people of Hawaii, it's an opportunity for all of us to really showcase those in our community and allow the opportunity for people to tie in with us so that we can uplift these folks and bring a lot of aspirations and goals out there in our community. They just need a helping hand from us.
Sony Open in Hawaii.com for purchasing tickets early on, and there'll be tickets on sale all week long.
All right, it's always a good time. And don't forget, you can watch the Sony Open on Saturday and Sunday on KHNL starting at 11 a.m. Hawaii time. It's going to be fun out there. You're watching High Now Daily. I'll be right back.
Have everything come out. Bring whatever you want. We just have one rule, which is before you get in the water, you cannot be drinking. But once you're done snorkeling or swimming, you're welcome to crack open a drink and enjoy the rest of the time on the water.
I love it. That's how we do it in Hawaii. Lots of snacks, lots of food. Just a reminder too, if you're gonna go swim, don't drink. But once you're powwow swimming or you just wanna relax on the boat, feel free to crack a cold one, adult beverage, drink responsibly, and bring your own pineapples, because it's a good time. So how long is an average tour? If you're doing the snorkeling tour, how long are we out here for?
So we're out here for 2 hours. You're actually in the water for a little bit over an hour, which is usually just enough time to get nice and tired out and ready for that cold one to be cracked. For our other tours, we're also out here for 2 hours, whether that be sailing or for our whale watching. They're all 2 hours.
I love it. Also, you've been here many times, right? So like, why do turtles love coming to this specific area?
So it's kind of cool. Like I mentioned before, right beneath us is a protected reef, and there's actually 2 different types of fish that eat the barnacles and the algae off of the turtle shells. So the turtles use it as kind of like a turtle car wash out here.
That's super cool. I also heard too, even you come out to go see the turtles, there's also like dolphins, or what else do you see out here?
Yeah, so people always come out here and they're like, are we gonna see a whale or a dolphin? And I always tell them they're wild creatures. That's the coolest thing. We're in their home. So if they do show up, they could show up right next to the boat. They could show up on the horizon. But if we see them, we usually try to sneak over to them and hang out a little bit more.
That's so cool. So what other kind of tours are available?
So we do whale watching, which I also like to say is the scenic tour. We go a little bit farther than Turtle Canyon and we follow the ridge line and look for the whales that hang out there.
Oh my gosh, I love it. We've already seen some dolphins coming in over here, but we gotta go interview. It's our friends Nikki. Oh, you guys switch. It's Nikki and Erica. How you guys doing? Is this your first time on the boat here with Aloha Sails Waikiki?
Yes, first time.
First time. So you jump in the ocean, you didn't.
No, I watched it.
Okay, so Nikki's here for the support system. You look like you've been out here a lot, yeah?
Yeah, I surf, I go diving. Yeah, I love the ocean. So this is an amazing experience.
So cool. So what do you love about being out here?
Just the water, it feels so good, and then the sunshine, and then the people that you go with also make a difference.
That's super. Did you go dive deep down there? What did you see down in the
I
reef?
saw a lot of fishes.
Oh,
I
cool.
unfortunately did not see a turtle, but I saw lots of fishies swimming around.
The water is so crystal clear. You guys could see all the colorful fishes. Thanks. Anything else you kind of wanted to share being on the boat?
It's just very serene. I love the ocean. It's very calming. Like, I don't have seasickness, so it's just nice being out here.
Lucky you. I love it. Thanks for sharing those stories. And also, we just want to come back with Captain Mo because thanking you for bringing us on this awesome catamaran. So for the folks out there watching, where can they find more information?
So if you want to book with us, go on alohasailswaikiki.com. You can also read about all of the tours we offer, book a private tour. All of that is right on alohasailswaikiki.com.
That's all of the actions. Go there. And don't forget HNN40 for your 40% off. So we're going to go enjoy the sunset. But right now, I'm going to toss it back to you, Kainoa. Wish you were here. But how's it there in the studio?
We're having a good time. You look like you're having a great time out there, so make sure you check it out. Again, Aloha Sails Waikiki. Also, hey, still ahead, achieving your New Year's resolution might be a little bit easier than you think, okay? Coming up a little bit later, Hawaii News Now sports reporter Sienna Pilotin has more on the surge in the popularity of running clubs here in Hawaii. Maybe it's better when you do it all together. You're watching High Now. We'll be right back. Pilotin found out the craze is taking off.
Maybe it's popped up on your TikTok For You page, or maybe you've passed them while driving. Run clubs seem to be taking over the streets and social media.
1, 2, 3,
While not a new concept, there seems to be a sudden boost.
For a while we saw a dip. I think the younger generation prefers gyms and gym memberships, but now, as of the last year, I think we're seeing an uptick in increased interest in running.
Chris Cam started running 24 years ago. It was a way to stay healthy and active. So far, he's ran 20 Honolulu marathons and crossed the Los Angeles finish line. While still running,
Good job.
he's tapped more into his coaching side. Last year, he met a group of newbies in a jogging group, worked with them, and they eventually did the Great Aloha Run, the King's Runner 10K, the Hapalua Half, and even got 3 to finish the big one, the Honolulu Marathon.
It's one step at a time. A lot of people think marathon, oh, that's going to kill me. Well, it does not. If you do it right, if you train right, it's entirely doable.
But why the recent interest? Cam says from what he's seen, it starts out as a way to socialize. Then you get hooked. You don't even realize you're running.
So me and my friends, we do it year after year after year, and we know that so much of it is about the journey and not about the race itself. We enjoy the race, don't get me wrong, but it's the camaraderie we build in our running group and our running community.
And that's exactly what inspired this one friend group to sign up for the Great Aloha Run next month at the age of 77. Buzzy Camacho and her Kamehameha school classmates still remain friends to this day. A big reason why? They look forward to catching up every weekend.
I drive from Mililani to Ala Beach Park on Saturdays and Sundays, and we meet at 6:30 in the morning, and then we do the 3-mile Ala walk, and then we jump in the ocean.
Camacho's never owned a pair of running shoes in her life, and now with race day approaching, she's ready to purchase her first set. She hopes to prove that age is nothing but a number.
From a health side is really what it is, because I want to be around for my mo'opuna, who's in the 8th grade, and longevity.
And while this recent uptick has flooded social media, it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Sienna Pillaton, Hawaii News Now.
Wow, that is a great story. I love that. Now, if you want to get running, there's an opportunity coming up soon. You can sign up right now for the 41st annual Great Aloha Run. Now, there are only about 40 days left, okay? So before race day on Monday, February 17th, you got to get it going, get training. It's an 8-mile race that supports dozens of Hawaii's charities. Visit greataloharun.com to register for today. Also, coming up after the break, Rachel got a chance to learn more about the restoration efforts happening at Kualoa Ranch. She's got the boots on, she's ready to go. You're watching High Now Daily Walk. That coming up.
you so much for inviting me into this secret space.
Oh no, thank you for being here. No, and it's very, very exciting to have you guys get to go see some of the work that we do over here at Kualoa. And the specific site that we're at is one of our restoration sites. We call it Punawai Ulu. And the name refers to the water system that you see over here. We have several punawai throughout this whole ahupua'a. Punawai is the Hawaiian word for freshwater stream. It is really the cornerstone for maintaining our Malama Kaai connection.
Can you tell us a little bit about the work that's being done here, the native restoration?
Honestly, we do a whole variety of different tasks over here. There's 4,000 acres on the ranch, and some of that includes pasture work. A lot of that for us specifically though includes working up in the forest. So we have a lot of our native forest ecosystems that are still intact. And so we'll go out up on the ridges and go find some of those kipuka. And then when the fruit are ready for harvest, we'll go collect those and bring them back down to our greenhouse space. And it's in those spaces where we'll go and grow those plants so that we can take them out to other places around the ranch. Punawai Ulu being one of those spaces. So we have hundreds and hundreds of plants that have been placed here for the past 5 or more years that have all grown and then reestablished this ecosystem that used to be prevalent throughout this whole entire valley.
Now, over the 5 years, there's been some progress, there's been some setbacks. Could you share with us?
Obviously, weeding is kind of one of the main things that we're always going to be doing. A lot of the plants that were introduced here over the course of the past 150 plus years, obviously they don't have their natural predators anymore, so we have to fill in that space. And so what the field crew is doing right now, they're weeding in between all of the outplants and making sure that they have as much space to grow and then recruit, because ultimately that's the goal, is for all of these plants to just go do that themselves. And another thing that we are seeing, coconut rhinoceros beetle is a pretty important issue, especially here on Oahu, but really it's for the entire island chain. So what we do is we'll monitor, make sure that we're not getting or not seeing any damage on any of the trees. And if we do see damage, then we'll work with the rest of our fellow co-workers across the department and then make sure that we can treat these guys the best that we can, so hopefully nip it in the bud before it gets too major.
Now let's talk about volunteer work. Now what we're doing and this area that we're at, this is not part of a tour here at Kualoa Ranch, but there's also some volunteer opportunities for those who are interested.
So working with the education department, they're able to coordinate with different teachers, other community groups to coordinate these volunteer outings, and then we'll take them over here to our spaces, do a brief little introduction, go over the history like how we talked about today, and then get into doing some weeding around the outplants. And then if it does happen to fall during outplanting season, then also get to outplant a few native plants as well.
Now, how many natives are you folks planting in a season?
We're planting roughly 3,000 plants. And again, these are all plants that we have collected fruit from up in our forested areas and then brought back to our own native greenhouse. And so the main takeaway that we hope that our visitors can get from this section of the tour is that this is what a native forest is supposed to look like. This is what makes Hawaii, Hawaii.
And if people wanted to learn more about your educational programs or maybe book a tour that goes right around this area so they can see all that you have done, where would they go?
They can go to kualoa.com. That is our website, and they can book a tour there and kind of get a sense of what's going on. And then as far as the specific work that we do here in stewardship, as well as what livestock is doing and what the different ag sites are doing, then they can go onto our Instagram account at Kualoa Grown.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me today.
Thank you for being here.
All right, we're going to have all the details up on our website as well, hainaudaily.com. Aloha.
All right, good times. Now, we want to recap today's show. It was a fun one. Natalie was out live on a boat today with the business known as Aloha Sails Waikiki. Now, they offer all kinds of tours, including Friday night fireworks, a snorkel tour, sunset sail, whale watching, and private charters as well. Now, they got a special code for HNN viewers. You can get 40% off with the code HNN40. Just enter the code at checkout. Also, this was fun as well. Puna Noni Naturals offers noni juice, supplements, body care products, and much more. Now, they're a family-owned and operated business located in Kailua. Variety of different stuff. Visit punanoni.com and you can get 10% off using the code HINOW10. Also, golf fans, it's time to celebrate. The 2025 Sony Open tees off at the Waialae Country Club. It's the PGA Tour's first full field event of the new season. The official competition begins this Thursday and it'll end on Sunday. Now visit SonyOpeninHawaii.com for details. You can also watch the Sony Open on TV on Saturday and Sunday at KHNL starting at 11 a.m. Hawaii time. Also, registration is happening now for the Parks and Recreation Spring Program. Now, there's going to be arts and crafts, archery, swimming, sewing, and much more. You can register online for those or in person. Now, a catalog of park activities and more details is available online at pros.hnl.info. Also, we have Brother Keone in the house. Malama Kaai and a group of community volunteers are working together to feed kupuna nutritious ono, local produce on Kauai. They also have a food hub that provides services to kupuna in need. So for details to kokua or help in any way, visit their website, malamakauai.org and kawailocalfood.com. Also looking ahead to tomorrow, this video is actually from Friday when our entire HNN team got treated to ono sandwiches from Timmy T's. In fact, coming up tomorrow on High Now Daily, we will be live beginning at 3 p.m. at their new location in Kapahulu. A lot of fun and a lot to get to. Also, we want to say a big mahalo nui for watching today's show. Richard Picaro will be back in studio tomorrow at 3 p.m. And Natalie is going to wrap up today's show out there in Waikiki. She looks like she's jumping in for one more swim. Great job. Oh, she front flipped. How cool was that? And that's a beautiful view to end. Stay with us on HNN. Hawaii News Now at 4 is up next.